I'm at the doctor's. Yay. It's time to try to figure out what's going on with my cramps. My legs are so sore because they were cramping last night, and my ribs still hurt. Sorry for the awkward angle. I'm at the doctor's office, so, trying to be reasonable. But this isn't fun. I'm so tired of doctors. I can't even. Just too many. So, I'm in the actual patient room now. It's just your standard patient room. Nothing too exciting. I thought I would talk a little bit about why I had to go to the doctor today and some of the stuff that's going on. So Christmas Eve, I got home and my muscles in my right side and my ribs cramped up really bad, really painful, and ended up pulling a muscle there, and I'm recovering well from it. It's still pretty sore. I don't heal as fast as I used to. So then I started getting Charlie horses in my legs and my calves, and my thighs were cramping, and my feet were cramping, and this has happened before. I'm on meds that are supposed to help combat that. Originally my magnesium levels were low, so I take slow mag every day, which is a small amount of magnesium that slowly releases throughout the day. And we've tested my levels, and they're staying in the bounds they're supposed to be, which is why I still take it. Because it gets me up to the low end of where you should be. And I take another med called methylcarbamol to help as well. And it does. It helps. My muscle cramps largely went away.
Just me.
Until now.
Sorry.
You're good. Sorry about that. The nurse came back in and she had to restock some stuff. But the fact that they're back really worries me. It's not a huge deal. My legs are really sore and my ribs hurt. But it's impacted my ability to sleep, which I don't get enough of already. And it makes me worried that something's going wrong. And so since I'm chronically ill, it's something I have to pay attention to. So I have a couple things wrong with me. I have Hashimoto's thyroidosis, which is autoimmune thyroid disease where your immune system attacks your thyroid and slowly kills it. So I have to take thyroid meds every day because it caused hypothyroidism, which I should get my thyroid levels checked again soon. It's been a little bit. And then I have fibromyalgia, and there's so much wrong with me. It's ridiculous. I have 5 discs that are impacted. They're either slight tears and bulges or that kind of thing, and they cause a lot of back pain. It got really bad a few years ago. Sorry if I keep shifting. I'm really tired. but it got really bad a few years ago. I sneezed and my back went out and couldn't walk for 6 months and had to like relearn how to walk, and still use a cane on a regular basis. I have a wheelchair. I use it as little as possible because as long as I can keep walking, I do. It's only when it's a safety risk that I switch into the wheelchair. It's really frustrating. There's a lot of other stuff going on too. Some of the doctors think it might be lupus. Some think it's not. There's no real agreement there, which is really frustrating. I got the very beginning of this year, I should say, so like it was end of January, early February, I got told I have IBS. And then about halfway through the year, I'd been in and out of the hospital, and they'd run CBG as well as in the hospital, and I was consistently too high. Not high enough to be diabetic, but I got told I'm pre-diabetic, so I have to count my carbs. And then for years now, I've had off and on chest pain. And it's not a heart attack, it's not a stroke. But they're not sure what's going on, and it's gotten worse over the years. This year it's gotten so bad that I got sent to a cardiologist, and we ran the monitor from hell. It's a 30-day long Holter monitor, which basically is a little portable EKG machine that attaches to your belt, and you've got leads on, and I had to wear it for 30 days, and it was constantly reporting like any events that happened, and then if I felt chest pain, I had to hit a button and it'd send a recording. I talked to the cardiologist nurse person, and she said that they want to see me because there were some events that were worrying, where my heart rate was really high and I wasn't doing anything to warrant it. Like one of them, I was just driving to work. Nothing too thrilling there, and apparently my heart rate was high enough that the machine sent an event. I see the cardiologist on January 3rd, so here in like a week. But I'm so frustrated. I see so many doctors, and it's like, I just want to know what's wrong with me. I just want to know what's going on. And nobody knows. All they can say is, well, it might be this, it might be that, and I just get another diagnosis and another diagnosis. Or they don't agree with a previous diagnosis, think it's something else. Like that's when I was ramping up to hit the fibromyalgia diagnosis. One doctor was like, yes, one doctor said no, and it's just, lost it. Oh, fibromyalgia. So like one doctor would say no, one doctor would say yes, one doctor would say it's this in-between diagnosis that I can't remember what it's called right now. It's just like, guys, I don't care what the diagnosis is. Really, I don't. I just want to feel better. I'm so tired of being in pain, of being sick, of doctors and urgent cares and emergency rooms, and I just want some relief. I hurt, and it seriously impacts my life. Like these muscle cramps and having pulled a muscle in my ribs because of them. I got sent home from work on Christmas. I was supposed to work a 12.5-hour shift, and that's a lot of money, especially on a holiday, and I got sent home. That's 13 out of my 20 hours I work a week that I don't get. and I can't afford that. It impacts my ability to do school. It impacts my ability to work, to live a life that is more than just my apartment and doctors. Like, but anyway, I'm gonna hop off of this and look up when my flu vaccine was, because the nurse wants to know. So I will catch you guys later. I'll let you know what the doctor says. I hate going to the doctor. So she doesn't know. Her recommendation is to switch my B12 to a B complex. That's it. And on top of that, my clinic is closing and she doesn't know where she's ending up. I don't want to switch doctors again. So I hope the clinic she does end up at is somewhere I can get to reasonably. Fuck. This is really frustrating. And my legs hurt.